Hi, this is Michael at TV Radio 1972, and today I am reviewing the iConcepts digital FM radio. I bought this at a flea market several months ago for $5. They can also be found on eBay, new in the package, for about $8 to $20 plus shipping, depending on the seller. But I found this for $5, and I figured, why not give this radio a try? So here's the radio in front of me. I do have the package. It was packed in this blister pack, but it was a little too big for the screen, so I figured I'll show it to you now. Here's the iConcepts logo here, and some other information, a couple of icons here. And you can pause and look at the bullet points in the front. Then on the bottom, just a few symbols. And then on the back of the package, some more bullet points. You can pause and look at that. And then the package contents. Radio, earphones, user manual. It also has a warranty paper. And it operates on 2 AAA batteries. Some warning labels, the UPC code, made in China. And then they have this address here. Sakar. It's based in Edison, New Jersey, with a copyright date of 2010. And then I'll read out the website, www.sakr.com. I'm not sure if that is still in existence, but you can always find out by checking out the website. And that's all for the packaging. I'll show you what came with it. These cheap earbuds, 3.5 millimeter, but it's better than nothing. And then the user manual, just one sheet of paper, both sides. And you can pause and look at the details here. And then more info on the back. And then the Part 15 of the FCC rules. And then this warranty paper, like I said, I don't know if the company's still around, but I'll show you the paper anyway. And that is it for that. Next, I'll show you size comparisons. First, I have the Jensen SAB55A. It's one of my earliest radio reviews. And then I have the Eton Elite Executive, which I'll be using as an audio source since this is a headphone-only radio. Here it is. I'll give you the dimensions, 2 3/8 of an inch in length, 3 1/4 inches in height, and 1 inch in depth. And next I'll show you what's on the radio. We'll go to the left first. I'll turn it on its side. It has this raised lettering, but it's the same color, so it's very hard to read. Not sure if you can even see that, but I'll tell you what those buttons are. So, to my left, the top button is the alarm on and off, and on the bottom, below it, the mode button, which is the switch to alarm and time when you set it up. And then on the front, You have this design here. It says digital up here. Nice LCD display. It can go 24-hour, 12-hour clock. And then these two buttons in the middle. The left one is the set button. And that is used to set the time and alarm while your radio is off. And then it switches between manual and preset tuning while the radio is on. And then there's your scan button, which is to the right. It sets your minute, hour, and 24-hour clock while the radio's off. And then it changes stations or presets while the radio is on. And basically, they only go up. It cycles up and then it starts all over again. So there is no down tuning or down setting of time. Unfortunately, this little design here. And then to the right, and I'll briefly turn it to the side. This raised lettering here. Hard to read on the camera, a little easier on the screen, but still. So on my right side, the top button is the radio on off. And then the bottom button here is the volume button. It cycles 1 through 16. So it only goes up and then it goes down back at the beginning. You can't incremental change the volumes. Same thing, no incremental tuning either. So when you tune the radio, so that's a flaw of this radio. And then on the back, you have this belt clip, which I tried to take off. I couldn't do it. Maybe it's not supposed to come off, but that's how it is. Made in China, design registration. Those symbols again, and then the Part 15 rules of the FCC, which you're not going to be able to read. I just figured I'd show you to you there. An MID number, not sure what that means. And then at the bottom back and the bottom, that is your battery door. You need a screw to take out and put in the battery door again. Running on 2 AAA batteries, so I'll give you the polarity. The left battery, the positives go up, and the right battery, the positives go down. On top is your headphone jack. Headphone experience. There is no level hiss, but as I said at the volume, it goes from 1 to 16, so there is no zero volume. You're always going to get even a little bit of volume when you listen on headphones. There is no silence. So, unless you unplug the headphone jack, but that's it. And that is all for that. What I'm going to do next is tune in the FM band. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time from the northeastern part of New Jersey, or 4 hours later UTC. And so I'm going to plug this 3.5 millimeter stereo cable in. It's attached to a cable to the Eton Elite Executive. So, and it takes a little time because I have to press it a certain way in order to get the line in. I think it's short press. There it is. So I have the line in, and now I'm going to turn on the radio. Now I'll show you the volume. It's this button here, and all it does, it goes up. And then it cycles up and then goes back to the beginning. That's all you get. I'll set it to 10 for now. If I have to lower it, I'll lower it from the radio. Now, FM is 87 to 108 megahertz. Now, I can use the scan tune to scan up. It does an incremental tune, so I'll demonstrate that.
Los Angeles. My name is Weedy Bramer. I come from a family of drummers on both sides. My father,
WNYE 91.5 New York City. That is a public radio station owned by the city of New York.
East St. Louis by way of New Orleans. Her name is Ann Morris.
Tomorrow night, not as chilly, clear to partly cloudy with a low 56. Turning out breezy and trending warmer for Sunday. Sunshine will mix in with some clouds, a high of 72. Dry for the day on Sunday, though, rain likely to move in.
WINS-FM, New York City. That's 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
I'm Mackie with a meteorologist, Matt Benz, on New York's weather station, 1010 winds on 92.3 FM.
Verse 11. He shall gather the lambs with his arm.
WFME,
Our good shepherd has in his flock a variety
Garden
of
City, New
experiences.
York, Family
Some
Radio.
are strong in the Lord, and others are weak in faith.
You've also spent a fair amount of time experimenting with rhythms.
Yeah, correct.
WNYC-FM, New York City. That's our local NPR station on the FM.
And, Ektal and all these different, that's pretty correct. You have been working with half and quarter beats.
Yeah.
You up here, but you know you don't love him.
Converted almost spontaneously, and he began concerts of prayer.
App and use promo code USA25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA.
WQHT, New York City, Han 97.
In the world of music videos, high-profile parties, nightlife, and entertainment,
Le invito a que consulte gratis las cartas del tarot marcando al 646.
WSKQ, Mega 97.9, New York City.
512-1330. Soy Mario García.
W252 CS, Palisades Park, New Jersey. It's the same programming as WNYZLD on 87.875 New York City, but I'm not able to get that station on this radio. I tried, I couldn't get it. You probably can get it, but it doesn't scan tune to it for some reason.
And the experts at Optima Tax Relief. Optima's award-winning team will fight to protect your paycheck, your passport, and...
A lot of commercials at this time. WAWZ, Zarephath, New Jersey, Star 99.1.
Every day, penalties and interest keep piling up, so don't wait. Call Optima now for a free consultation.
A radio that you can never turn off. You can turn...
Speaks volumes to why things, as long as ownership is what it is today, they care about.
WFAN-FM, New York City, that is 101.9 The Fan, also on 66 AM.
With that, I went to the home games for the Wild Card Series.
This real fast. A leftist House leader lashes out at Carolyn Levitt, and she was...
W272DX, New York City, that is WMCA's FM translator. The AM is at 570 AM, AM 570 The Mission.
A demented, ignorant, stone-cold liar.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover.
WDAJ, Dover, New Jersey, that's 105.5 FM.
You fit in the wind to the flight to the sky, never down.
Because having cash is highly addictive.
Is WBGO. Jazz anywhere, anytime, on any device.
And that is it. That was WBGO Jazz 88 on 80.3 FM New York City. Now, as far as FM performance is concerned, it's good for your local station, so that's a good thing about it. So if you want your local stations, you can get most of them. It did have a little trouble at times, but the earbuds or any type of headphones can be used as an antenna. So that's a good thing here. But as far as actual reception reporting, like I said, mainly good for locals. So I checked my FM reception report. 40 stations, 38 okay to good and 2 weak signals, and those 2 weak signals were 90.3. You kind of heard it a bit staticky, and 107.9 also had a weak signal when I tested it at the time. Now, presets. I'm going to go back to the presets because it allows up to 16 presets.
We've met in stranger.
Get more Harlem connected than that.
Find it all at 50% off when you visit Laura Geller.
And that is it for the preset tuning. You get up to 16 presets, and it only cycles up through the presets. It doesn't go down through the presets. So that is all. So I'll give you my final thoughts. I'll give you the good first. It's pocket friendly. The headphones work as an antenna, LCD display, and the alarm feature. Those are all good features. My mixed opinion is it has kind of a weird look, but that's more of a matter of taste. Some of you may like this design. And the battery door is also, I consider, mixed because you need a screwdriver to open and close the door. But at least it keeps the battery secure. So that's not too bad. And speaking of the bad, the plastics are very cheap. Very cheap headphones. Hard to read the print with the raised lettering. No, same color just makes the radio hard to read. Hard to set your presets. Yeah, it took a little time for me to do. No incremental tuning. Only scans the next strong station. And also only tunes upwards. And the volume only has up volume. It doesn't have down volume. You just have to cycle through it. I cannot turn off the beeps. And I can't take off the belt clip. I tried that, so that's the bad. So as far as a recommendation, I'm not going to rate this since this isn't widely available. But would I recommend it? I would only recommend it if you can find it cheap, whether used or in the package. Otherwise, for $5, go ahead and get it. Even $10, but beyond $10, I don't recommend it. Don't buy it new. At least at a new price. If it's a low price, $5 to $10, that's fine. So if you like this review, give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. Have a good weekend, everyone. Stay safe and God bless. Bye-bye.